furious because I know exactly what he should have done. And it's funny because he would have gotten all of the good reactions and none of the bad reactions. It would have been a win-win. It's like, how would he ever have had a win-win? It's either he slaps him in the face and stands up for his wife, or he just swallows his pride. I'm going to show you the mind of a madman. No, I'll tell you exactly what he should have done, because this actually totally wins, and this is genius, and y'all could learn something right here. I'll tell you exactly what he should have done. I'm such a Zen master, it's hilarious. He could have made that joke, and he could have walked up there, and he could have just leaned in and been like, Chris, I know that it's an award show and everything, but you're so lucky that I don't slap you in the face right here. Because I came up here to slap you in the face. And maybe he could even walk up there and just go like this and like see if he could make him flinch or something. I mean, I don't know, because even if he didn't flinch, though, he could just... Chris, there's a universe where I just knocked you out. No, there's a universe where I just punched you or slapped you in the face. You know what, actually? There's infinite universes where I just came up here and I just slapped you in the face. And this is the one universe where I didn't. I'm going to tell you right now that I walked up here to slap you in the face. And I got right here. And I realized we're being filmed. There's millions of people. And that's not the right thing to do. But I want you to know that you don't joke about diseases. And I'll walk up here, get in your face close enough to be in the microphone that's implanted in your nose or whatever the fuck, so that everybody can hear me, and tell everybody you don't joke about that shit. You don't joke about people's diseases. You can say whatever the fuck you want about me or whoever or whatever. But you don't joke about that shit, because I literally almost walked up here and knocked you out. So think about that. And then he should have walked back to his chair. I think, little old dumb fuck me, little old ignorant me, I think that would have had an impact. If he would have got up there and just stopped, you know, because him walking up there isn't allowed. If any random person were to walk up there, they would have been shot. You know what I mean? It's like an award show. That's Chris Rock. Like, if somebody would have just walked up on stage, they probably would have been, like, sniped or secure. Isn't there fucking security? Like, so, okay, so it's Will Smith, so let him walk up there or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's still kind of crazy that he would get out of his chair and walk up there and get in his face, okay? Because remember, as he's walking up, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, he's expecting him to say something. So, yeah, it was a big deal right kind of there that he walked up. So he could have stopped him and then just, like, gotten super serious. Like, bro, I literally almost just assaulted you. Like, there's a million universes where I just, like, slapped you or knocked you out or just attacked you. But this is the one where I decided to just... but I do feel I have to say something about it. Because I almost came up here and punched you in the face. Like, I'm a respectful, like look at how good of an example I've been through my whole life. And somebody like me, such a golden just citizen in society, such a perfect man like me, almost came up here and slapped you in the face. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird how just a golden angel almost punched you in the face? So just imagine, like, so that's why you don't joke about those things. That way he could still get he stood up for his wife. Because he could have went up there and fucking, made him fucking learn his lesson. And it wasn't really about sticking up for his wife. It's sort of also about learning what's okay to joke about. But if he would have walked up and just made a scene, I think that he still would have gotten he stood up for his wife. Except for he would have also not gotten the people saying, he shouldn't have done that. He handled it poorly. Those people that say he handled that poorly, you should never assault anybody, the people that said that would have been like, oh my God, he handled that so well. And sure, there might even be some people in the world that are like, he should have never walked up on stage. Oh my God, who does he think he is? But remember, because those aren't the people that realize there's a universe where he actually did go up there and slap him. But the people, if those people can sit down and shut up. But it's like, he could have just still made a scene. He could have got up in his face. He could have been like, bro, like, shut the fuck up. He should have walked up there, looked at Chris, and said, don't joke about that. Because he said to him later on, keep my wife's name out your mouth. But I don't think that that's what it was about. Like, how dare you mention Will Smith's wife? Like, how dare you say her name? Like, no, that's not what it's about. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That's not what it was about. Just because he mentioned her, okay? So you're yelling about the wrong thing, because it's not the fact that he mentioned her, okay? You're mad about what he said about her disease. So he should have said, if anything, what he meant. He should have said, if anything, he should have slapped him, went back to his chair and said, Don't joke about shit like that. He could have even been rude about it. He could have been hood about it if he wanted to. He could have even walked up there and said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," to his face. Walked and sat back down. And that probably would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. You know what I mean? That's what he should have done. He should have walked up, gotten into his face to where he can everybody can hear him through that microphone that's implanted in his fucking eye socket or something, and just be like, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking..." See, that would have been better. But no, he shouldn't have even done that. I personally think that if he would have got his point across, like, don't joke about those things. And so it's like, oh, okay, comedians joke about such fucked up things all the time, okay? Like the guy whose dad died in 9/11. Fuck, I can't remember his name because I can't remember anything because I have like 4 brain cells left. But it doesn't matter. There's this comedian where his dad died in 9/11, and people rag on him about it all the time. "Oh, so your dad died in 9/11. Oh, ha, 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 ha." And people joke about the people's most fucked up things all the time. So it's like, oh, you can joke about the most fucked up things and dead family members and super fucked up things that happen to you. Like, oh, she can make a joke about how your wife, the one that you're so quick to defend, how she's been cheating on you.
Will Smith winning for King Richard. But personally, I thought his best performance in the past year has been being okay with all of his wife's boyfriends.
People can make a joke about that, about how you are not a man because you just sat back and watched your wife cheat on you, and you're just like, oh, but I love her. And so, and people can make jokes about your masculinity and shoot you down and laugh at you and laugh at your small penis that way, and that's fine or whatever. So it's like, where's the line with these things? You know what I mean? That's kind of what it sucks about it. It's like, are we just going to wean violence into our society then? Because this is going to be the first step to where, oh, okay, so it's fine if the person deserves it. Okay, so that's going to be a blurry line to where now everything's fucking ruined. Okay, so now fucking what's the line got to be for when he deserves it? Okay, is it only, if they're talking about a diseased loved one, you can slap him then? It's like, oh, well, can I stab him? Can I shoot him? Can I kill him? What can I do? And when? Where's the line? You know what I mean? Because we're just going to wean violence in. That's what it seems like. Because this happened on TV in front of everybody. All of this thing, but it's okay because nothing's going to happen to him. But it's like, yeah, so okay, we'll wean violence in that way. It'll start by just being, when the person deserves it. And then that line will get blurred. And then it'll be like, oh, well, you can kill somebody as long as they deserve it. And then that line will get blurred. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know. Not that I like to sound drastic, but things happen slowly like this, And it's just a one event thing for everybody to capture this one event. Like, it's important for reasons beyond what we were thinking, okay? It's like, punish him or don't punish him, okay? That's literally should be the answer. Don't, okay? Because think about this. What he did was assault. You can get charges pressed on you, not from the person. I hate to tell the audience this, but did you know that the state of California or somebody else could press charges for Chris Rock because a crime took place? I don't know if you knew that, but I went away for a year, and the person didn't press charges on me. The school did. And the state did. Like, yeah, exactly. Because it doesn't matter that he didn't, is what it comes down to. Is it didn't matter that he didn't. The fact that he said, I don't want to pressure, it didn't matter. They saw the opportunity to make their money and do their lawyers and get their fucking conviction and throw me away for a year. And they saw their opportunity and they were like, oh, he's going to have to pay like $100 for every day that he's in jail. And he's going to be there for a year? That's so much money. Oh my God. Yeah. He doesn't have to press charges. What you say is nothing, kid. We don't give a fuck about what you have to say. Press charges. What is that? That's just something you hear on TV. You can go fuck yourself. This kid's going to go away and he's going to pay for it. So, you know what I mean? Like, literally. So it's like, arrest him, right? But don't take away his award. It's like, oh, we're going to punish him for breaking the law on TV, for taking his award. Since he assaulted somebody in front of everybody, we're going to take away the thing that he earned. It's like, no, okay, so he still beat all those people at that thing, and he still won the award. So the award should have nothing to do with the law he broke. The award should have nothing to do with this moral wrongdoing. You know what I mean? The award should have nothing to fucking do with whether you're going to punish him or not, or how you're going to punish him. Oh, we took away his award and that punished him. So that's it. No, that's not the right punishment. If you're going to punish him, take him to fucking jail, put him in the booking, do the whole thing. Everybody can freak out if they want to. Oh my God, Will Smith went to jail. Oh my God. Yeah, because he punched that guy in the face. Or he slapped that guy in the face. Remember that? So yeah. The fact that he doesn't go to jail is insane in a way. It's going to have a lot of people talking and spiraling their own shit like, oh my God. So, okay, I know that it's like been a week now, but it's just not processing that, oh my God, yeah, so he totally like just broke the law and got away with it. And so that's the first step. That's almost why I feel like this is bad, because it's the first step showing that you can just break the law and get away with it. And it doesn't matter whether you're him. Oh, that's why he got away with it? Because he's who he is. Because he's Will Smith. Or because he's a black man. Or because he's rich. Or because of the situation. Oh, he assaulted him, but it's okay. Because he made a joke about his wife with a disease, right? So it's funny because it's either punish him or don't punish him. Because he committed a crime. So it's like either take him to jail, which is like you don't always just go to jail. Sometimes they like arrest you, book you, put it in the little records. They let you go. You just have to come back for like anger management, or like you have to pay a fine, or you're on probation now. You know what I mean? People are always out of jail like within the next fucking day or two, except for me that one time because the universe hates me, okay? But it's like, but as an adult, it's different also, but especially because like him with all his money, he would be out of fucking jail in no time. And it would just be a slap in the wrist. Yeah, because that's what should happen. They should arrest him for assault, and they should book him, and he should be out the next day, and it'll be, oh, this big thing, Will Smith got arrested, and that'll be the end of it. It's not like he'll be in jail, or it's not like it'll really affect him, and the controversy will be the same. People will be talking shit all the same. You know what I mean? People will be talking about it either way the same. Because this happened on TV in front of everybody. All of this thing, but it's okay, because nothing's going to happen to him. If they take his Oscar, that's going to be the dumbest shit ever, okay? It's like, don't take his award, because it's like taking the heavyweight belt away from somebody. But it's just like an example. It's like, yeah, if you were in an award show for like the UFC performances, like what if the heavyweight champion went out and they took a shit on stage and they took a heavyweight belt from him? It's like, okay, the title, the heavyweight champion of the world is a title, and it comes with a belt, okay? So when you're the heavyweight champion of the world, that means you're the undisputed, toughest dude at that weight class, and nobody's been able to prove you otherwise, okay? And the other people that ever get a shot to try to prove you otherwise, they've worked their way up to it. But it's like, just because you take a shit on the floor at the award show doesn't mean you're not at the top of the food chain anymore. Because they can take your belt away from you, but they can't take away the fact that you've beaten the shit out of everybody that's ever stood before you, and that everybody knows that. They can't take away the fact that you're the undisputed toughest guy on the planet right now. So yeah, even if they take his belt, they can't take away the title of what he's earned. You know what I mean? And so in a way, that's kind of what this Oscar is, or how I feel it should be treated. Because it's like, yeah, he did a crime at the award show, because remember that's what happened. Oh yeah, he broke the law at the award show. Oh yeah, he committed an assault on TV in front of everybody, because remember that's literally what happened. Oh yeah, so he technically broke the law in front of everybody, and got away with it, but all the women got like hard-ons when it happened, and that's where the controversy starts. It's like, oh, all the women have hard-ons now because, oh, he's protecting his wife. He's just being a man. Isn't that what men do? Yeah, any good man would have walked up and slapped Chris Rock. That's what it comes down to. Okay, you guys just aren't men, and you aren't in the black community, so you don't understand the respect and the honor and everything behind it. Because yeah, it's just, he's pretty much just allowed to slap him. Because, you know, Tiffany Haddish and all those other black women that have this boner about him, that, like, see, if it was up to them, they would not, like, it wouldn't be an argument. Like, that he is not getting in trouble. Don't take his Oscar. Don't even question it. He did the right thing. No questions asked. He should do it again if he had the opportunity. If he were to go back in time in a time machine, but he has the same state of mind, he should do it again, but harder. Like, they don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Violence is okay in this situation. It's totally justified, okay? Except for in the eyes of the law and in society, it's not. Hate to tell you that, but it's not. He could have spit in his face, or he could have, like, just very lightly tapped him. Still would have been illegal. Isn't that fucking hilarious and super funny? And that fucking just, still would have been illegal. Because the government just likes to suck money out of people. Because, yeah, that's what this whole debate is kind of coming over now. Like, oh, well, so we're just allowed to break the law. Or is it because he's a celebrity? Or is it because he's a black man and it's a socially awkward situation because he's standing up for his wife and there's all this honor and respect involved and it's another black man and so it's just two black men and they just have their own little beef and it can just be a beef. Oh, and it just already happened and it's just like, and so it's just over and they settled it like men and we can just step aside and it's just over because they settled it like men, right? But wouldn't that be fucking beautiful and nice if that could happen? Who in the fucking world has ever fucking had the cops involved and you're like, hey, we're settling it like men, and they're like, no you're not, you're both going to jail. jail because you broke the law because you're stupid. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, everybody would love to just be able to deal with stuff like adults. And, oh, get out of it, law. Get out of it, government. It's me in my situation, and I'm trying to deal with it. Okay? I want to deal with it like a man. I want to deal with it like an adult. But I just want to live my own life and make my own decisions and stuff. Don't just throw me in a box. I'm an adult. I made my own decisions. I was rational, and I know the rules, and I did it because of this. And it's like, but yeah, the fucking... So that's what it's coming down to, is the government knows that we know that that's illegal and that he's not getting in trouble, and so that could stir up a whole thing. Because if nothing happens to him, people are going to start just going out and fucking people up and expecting that nothing will happen to him. Oh, Will Smith slapped that person. It doesn't matter if it was because of this reason. It's justified nowadays. Nowadays, if you have a good enough reason, you can slap somebody. You know, and that's not supposed to be the way it is. The way it is supposed to be like somebody could fucking just like be fucking killing your family, okay? And you have to just call the cops, or if they're killing your family and they're in your house and you have it on film, you can kill them, and maybe you won't get arrested for murder, and maybe if the judge feels nice, he won't like serve it on you and execute you or like whatever the fuck is, I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm obviously like fucking like have some resentment or something towards the fucking police system or whatever, but. Because yeah, cops kill people for less than that. You know what I mean? People fucking like, oh, you're going to get a speeding ticket. Oh, they drove away? Oh, nope, you got to come back here. It's like, oh, they're running? Oh, you pit maneuver them? They get out of the car? Oh, you're dead. So since they do shit like that all the time, they know that something should happen to this person that assaulted them on live television. Because even if celebrities do have like a fucking whatever, like they're safe because they have all their money, or they're safe because of this or that, or he's safe because it was a justified circumstance, then you know what? That's gonna fucking make other people think that they have the same fucking right, because then it's gonna stir up this, oh well, they don't have the right. Fuck them. They're not better than me. I'm my own person, and we're the same people, so I'm gonna go do the same shit. And I don't give a fuck. If they bop me, I'll be like, hey, well, they did it. Fucking bop them. What the fuck? And then since it's not equal, there's inequality. Like, oh, so Will Smith can slap somebody because it's justified, but somebody fucking shat in my mom's fucking chair and fucking told her that she's fucking gonna die tomorrow. Oh, but I can't do anything. So, you know, inequality. So it's gotta be, you know, equal fights, equal rights, or whatever. And then people are making it about how he's like, it's a black person situation. And it's like, bro, it literally nothing to do. Like, watch this.
This inside. The reason they didn't go and take him out is because that would have been another 15, 20-minute explanation of why we're taking the black man out 5 seconds before they're about to decide whether he's won an Oscar or not.
What the fuck? No. What the fuck does it have to do with that he's black? Nothing. I'll answer it for you. It has no... Whoa! Why are you taking the black man out? We are taking the man out because of the assault that happened. Period. So sit down and shut up. That literally didn't even take 30 seconds. That was the explanation. Oh, they're going to have to do a 20-minute explanation of why they removed the black man. We removed the human being that did the crime. Period. I'm gonna fucking shit blood, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Because then these other people were like, oh yeah, what was it like to see a black man hit another black man on TV?
What did you think about just seeing two black men, this happened to two black men? Because that was what I was talking about.
And you're like, bro. It could have been Miley Cyrus walking up and slapping Keanu Reeves. It could have fucking been, you know, John Cena walking up and slapping Jonah Hill. You know, it could have been Emma Stone walking up there slapping Tiffany Haddish. It doesn't matter who the fuck it was. I hate to break that to you guys, but this could have fucking been anybody. And I bet you anything, the results would have been the same, the conspiracy would be the same, the attention and it being blown out of proportion and everything would be the fucking same. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that fucking crazy? It has nothing to do with they were black. It has nothing to do with they were men. It has everything to do with the fact that somebody made a joke at an award show where that's literally half of what you do, if not more. He made a joke, and then somebody walked up on stage and assaulted him in front of everybody, walked off stage like it was nothing, and got away with it. That's the story. Isn't that fucking hilarious? I'm so mad. I'm so mad, dude. It could have been fucking anyone. Period. Hey, Whoopi fucking Goldberg. I see now why you're not doing anything or whatever. Because shut up. The first thing I heard you say in literally 20 years was the dumbest fucking thing I've heard in maybe the last decade. So you're done. What the fuck? Vanish back into wherever the fuck you went and where you tried to come from, okay? Yeah, no, you're super done. But it's like people see little events like this, and yeah, it changes the minds of people. Because not is this him slapping somebody, but like I said, it's a what happened. Oh, somebody broke the rules in front of all of us, and nothing happened. Oh, well, that's starting us for like. And you know what's fucked up about that? All this crime happening in my town. I live in Tacoma. There's this giant spike in crime, and then I think that might just be everywhere though, because I look on YouTube and the suggested videos are like, oh, that's actually happening everywhere. There's like a fucking raise in shootings. Like people are getting shot like every fucking day now. And I used to think, how did that not happen? There's so many people and everybody's violent. Every time I saw a mass shooting or every time I saw somebody get shot on the news, I was like, how does that not happen every day? But so now it is like happening every day. And you want to know why? I work at a pizza restaurant, and we got robbed, and the guy just vanished into the sunset. And we even had cameras, and we were like, oh, this is what he looked like. Oh, but he had a mask on. Oh, this is what his car. Oh, but he can't read the license plate, and even if we could, so he just vanishes off into the sunset for God knows what reason, and he gets away with it. So me and my coworkers start festering. Oh, isn't that weird that he kind of just got away with that? Oh, it's just funny. As long as he just, just comes in the middle of the night and he just decides to be a dick, he can just, get away with it. And then you hear about these pot shop robberies. Oh, people just went to the pot shop, shot this guy, vanished off to the sunset. Whoa, isn't it supposed to be some crime scene investigation where you analyze every weird little thing? And isn't murder supposed to be so hard to get away with? And then it happens again down the street, and you're like, oh, they didn't catch that murderer? Is it the same guy? They're like, oh, fuck if I know, because we didn't catch him, so we don't know. And then all these murders start happening, and we're like, oh, we hope it's the same fucking guy. This is on a serial killing binge, but we kind of think that people are catching on to the fact that we're not catching people, okay? And now all this, guy drove through this fucking thing. And just leaves. It's like, who was that? It's like, so did you guys give up on trying to catch people, or are people just getting so good, or like, because it's like, and all that, because yeah, people are figuring out that they can just do whatever they want and there's no consequences. And I hate to just broadcast that on the fucking thing, but I think that it's already fucking been whistleblown because shit's fucking going on. And then this happens on the news, so it's really gonna reiterate the fact that people can just do what they want, and if they have a good enough reason, oh, but there's always a reason. Oh, I robbed this because my family's dying and I need the blah blah blah. Yeah, but that's happening to everybody. So everybody's family's dying and everybody has the blah blah. So should everybody just go out and rob people? No. And it's like, just get a job, fucking live your life, work 9 to 5, just fucking figure it out, bro. We live in a society with all this technology and all this fun stuff, and there's sex and whipped cream, and there's fucking fast cars and fucking drugs, and we could have a good ass time if you wanted to, and if you guys could just calm the fuck down and stop killing each other and robbing everybody, it gets beautifully relevant to my life. So, the first time I ever committed violence against another human being was when I was a 6, maybe 7-year-old kid. I don't fucking know. And I was outside playing with the other neighborhood kids in the apartment complex. And some kid about my age, maybe slightly younger, called my mom retarded because she walked with a walker. When I was 18, the future in the story, but my past. So my mom died when I was 18. 10 years ago now. Okay, I'm 28. Hello, I'm Kyle. My mom died when I was 18, okay, of a degenerative brain disease that slowly killed her throughout my life. And throughout her life, obviously, but it was her adult life. She got it when she was like 30. Or she had it her whole life, got diagnosed when she was 30 because it started showing signs when she was 30. She died of a degenerative brain disease over the course of my life. And when I was 18, she died. But the first time I ever committed violence against a human being was when I was a small child. Somebody saw my mom with a walker and was like, what is she, retarded? And I grabbed a stick off the ground, like a big, thick, little weird stick, and I just broke it over the kid's face. I don't know why. I was 7 or whatever. I had no regard for anything, and I didn't give a fuck about shit. So I straight up just knocked this kid the fuck out, and I left. And straight up, I don't even know who that kid was. That whole story is so far in the rearview mirror now that it's unbelievable. But yeah, so I never got arrested for that. I never did anything. It was just kids being kids or whatever the fuck, or I don't even know. I ran away and fucking hid about it. I don't know. But it's like, okay, so whether that's morally whatever isn't what I'm even getting at, okay? What I am getting at is when I was 15, because I spent my sweet 16 in jail. Oh, my sweet 16? Oh, yeah, I was in jail. Michael Jackson died. That was my sweet 16. But yeah, no, so I went to jail when I was 15, okay? My mom was in bad shape. She would die in 3 years from then, right? But one of the reasons that I went to jail is because I was going through a lot, and I went to school, and I assaulted somebody, and I broke their nose in their eye socket or some thing that was a big deal. No, I do feel terrible about it. It was a big deal, but it was. I didn't mean to. No, I didn't. I certainly didn't mean to. I was high on cough medicine. But no, okay. So you know what this was though? Yeah, I went to court, and they were like, "Hey, Kyle, you knocked this kid out. You hit him like super. Like, what did you hit him with? Did you hit him with a rod? Did you hit him with brass knuckles? What did you hit this guy with?" And I was like, "I hit him with my hand, except for I was kind of high and I'm super pissed, so I hit him kind of hard." And they were like, "Okay, well you broke his fucking whatever, and he's kind of fucked about it. You know, he's kind of fucked up." And I'm like, "I'm super sorry." And you know what I said? I said, "My mom is dying, and he was fucking with me, and he said some things, and I fucking was like, we're gonna fight, and then we ended up fighting, and then that happened, so I'm sorry." Oops. You know, obviously, oops. I didn't mean to do that, so obviously it's a whoopsie daisy. But yeah, so I paid my time for that. That pretty much changed my life because yeah, they made me go to jail. I had to take anger replacement classes. I had to do all this shit. I have a certificate. I have a certificate for anger replacement training, ART. I graduated an art class. That's anger replacement training. That doesn't count. Shut up. But it's funny because, yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if somebody were to walk up when my mom was in the hospital, if somebody were to walk up and they'd be like, "What, is your mom retarded?" I mean, would I want to fucking stab him in the throat? Obviously. Yes. But would I? No. I was going to say obviously no, but it's not obvious. but I wouldn't. Okay? And so that's what it comes down to is I'm such a Zen master nowadays, it's ridiculous. I've mastered Zen, and I don't know how or when or what the fuck. I mean, those anger replacement training classes really didn't do it, so I can't give those the credit because it was me working on myself for a long time and failing just over and over again. But
a lot of amazing moments, but also that moment with Will and Chris. I really hate that we're associating Will Smith with this kind of conversation,
Especially on a night where he made history.
Will Smith did make history last night. Let's not forget that.
I really hate that we're associating Will Smith.
But yeah, and then he also won an Oscar. So.
Let's keep in mind, got his first ever Oscar, which congratulations, Will Smith. That is my uncle in Hollywood in my head. But of course, it was an intense breakdown, so let's just go into it.
Exactly. That's why I said he made history and he won an Oscar. Sounded like a joke, but it's not. Because she just blew right past his Oscar. You know that's what they would have been talking about today if that slap didn't happen. But no, because that happened, she literally, what did she say?
Uncle in Hollywood in my head. But of course, it was an intense breakdown, so let's just
But
this intense breakdown, though.
Now, it was a cool Oscar. I'm super happy for him. I'm really proud of him. It's really cool. Yeah, he finally won an Oscar after he's done acting for such a long time. Yeah, we saw it coming. But let's talk about the thing. But you know when there's a but coming that it's, you know that old rule, every time you say but, it erases everything before it. So that's why it's kind of funny that she just said, cool that he won an Oscar. But let's talk about his, you know what I mean? Super funny. Because, yeah.
On stage, while Chris was presenting an award, you know, he made a joke about it. I thought that was scripted or my TV was broken. And
that makes no sense. I thought it was scripted the first time that I saw it too, maybe. Or I didn't really. I thought that maybe, like, until I, like, continued to watch it. But your TV being broken? What, does your TV, like, have freaking schizophrenia and it's hallucinating now? Except for it's, like, projecting the hallucinations onto, like you? Like, I think you meant, I thought it was scripted or my brain was broken. I thought I was hallucinating. Because your TV, like, what kind of break, like, what would you have to do to break your TV to make it just do that? You know what I mean? Like, oh, the wires got crossed and now Will Smith is slapping Chris Rock. God damn it, get the repairman in here. No, I think he meant to say I thought I was broken.
We're tearing ourselves apart with our race politics and our gender wars too, our childish, self-obsessed, tribalist obsession with our identity. Well, today, Oscars ceremony. Hollywood's biggest night. All that rubbish was on full display. 3 female hosts whinging still about men, and then each announcing that they represented their race, or in the case of Wanda Sykes, their sexual preference. She's gay. But also this twist, proud to be black, proud to be gay, but ashamed to be white. Korean self-flagellation. No wonder the Oscars ratings keep tanking. Maybe China's state media is right, up to a point, about the US tearing itself apart. Let's look at the new woke rules for Oscar winners, by the way, that are set to come in 2 years. For instance, if the cast and crew of your movie isn't 30% black, gay or disabled, you'll be disqualified from the Oscars. Unless, say, one of the main characters is black or gay or some other oppressed minority, or your whole story is about them or about women. Doesn't matter if you're filming Shakespeare's King Henry V or a film about Van Gogh. I mean, where are the blacks? Where are the gays? Why aren't more actors in wheelchairs? It's so insane.